gentlemen, the roundtable session, it's not the AGM, it's a roundtable session, strategizing future of the Indian cashew industry with the state heads of cashew processing. Ladies and gentlemen, as we start with this roundtable, in the chair for this session is none other than the President of AICA, Mr. Rahul Kamath himself. The convener, Mr. Ramakrishnan M, the General Secretary for AICA. I'd like to invite Mr. Ramki onto the stage. Additionally, we have representatives from 10 associations joining us on the stage, enumerating how we can make the future of the Indian cashew industry bigger, better, more focused, and technically sounder and sustainable. In order to deliberate on these points, I'd like to start by inviting from All India Cashew Processors Association, Mr. Pravakar Patri. Mr. Pravakar Patri from Odisha. Inviting next from Andhra Pradesh Cashew Manufacturers Association, Mr. Phani Raghavalu. Mr. Raghavalu would be representing his association here on this panel. Inviting next from Bengal Cashew Association, I'd like to invite our next speaker, Mr. Anowar Uddin. Ladies and gentlemen, as you're all aware, Mr. Anowar Uddin is known as the Bengal tiger in the cashew industry. It's time for us to hear him roar on the stage. Inviting next from the Goa Cashew Manufacturers Association, the very elegant and the super visionary, Mr. Rohit Zantye. Is he here in the house with us? Inviting next, Gujarat Cashew Processors Association, Mr. Naresh Patel. Inviting Karnataka Cashew Manufacturers Association, Mr. A K Rao. The inimitable Mr. A K Rao is back in the house with us. From Maharashtra Cashew Manufacturers Association, let me invite the very dynamic Mr. Siddharth Zantye onto the stage. For the North Cashew Processors Welfare Association, I would like to invite Mr. Vikas Gupta. Siddharth sir, let's see you on the stage. Mr. Vikas Gupta. Inviting South India Cashew Manufacturers Association, Mr. Pratap Nair. And finally, from the Tamil Nadu Cashew Processors and Exporters Association, Mr. Malar Vasagam. Let's hear it for them, ladies and gentlemen. And as I leave this session in the hands of Mr. Rahul Kamath, have a very interesting and an engaging session.
Thank you so much. The aim of the session is to get to know from each state association what is their expectation from AICA and what they want AICA to do and what they are ready to do and what is the way forward for Indian cashew industry. So I request each state association to share their views, short and crisp but very powerful views. Thank you so much for this and thank you so much for coming here. So we will start with Zantye.
Good evening everyone. I'm Rohit Zantye, President of Goa Cashew Manufacturers Association and also heading the Indian RCN agenda at AICA. So the last year has been, my focus area has been, the main focus area has been trying to increase the Indian RCN and we have a subcommittee which is working on that. We are pleased to announce that under the leadership of Rahul ji that we are going to sign an MOU with Goa Agriculture College and we are going to shortlist farmers and create model farms, come up with videos which will be shared, come up with knowledge series with successful farmers and all this information will be shared across and work closely with all the research institutes and the goal is to reach 1 million Indian crop by 2030. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, good evening to everybody. I'm Siddharth Zantye, representing Maharashtra Cashew Manufacturing Association. We have seen a lot of development done by AICA for cashew. But I feel the next 1 year, they can explore a lot of potential in terms of cashew marketing to increase consumption in India. And I personally feel government departments, some central government department in say agriculture, industry or any category, they have certain kind of budget. And since cashew is a homegrown product, we should explore the possibility of utilizing that fund and, kind of using it for the development of cashew in India. And as we spoke about raw cashew production to be increased in India because of our dependency on imports have gone up. And third, I would think is, since as we spoke that artificial intelligence is disrupting most of the industries, and cashew is one of the few industries who has negligible impact. And since we've been employing a lot of rural employment all over India, government should kind of give some subsidy for employment of these people, since we are generating jobs. I think these are the few things, my thoughts for it.
Thanks, Rahul. I'm Pratap Naya from representing the South India Cashew Manufacturers Association. First of all, I'd like to apologize for the photograph. I look 30 years younger. I'm 30 years older now, so this is me, actually. So in a perfect world, we would have in India enough raw cashews produced in India so that we would not have to import from Africa. Again, in a perfect world, there would be no illegal imports of cashew kernels. And again, in a perfect world, there would be enough demand in India to cater to any amount of, excess production of raw cashew nuts. So actually the AICA is, when you think of it, is such a powerful, can become such a powerful organization because it represents every state in India, and the combined strength of all of us can have such a huge effect in the lobbying in Delhi, and there's so much that we can achieve together. And one thing we can do is work together to increase production of raw cashews. I think the director of the horticultural department was here. So thank you all once again, and I bring greetings from the South India Cashew Manufacturers Association, and I assure you we'll be there with AICA throughout the journey of success that we are going to have going forward in the next few years.
Thank you.
I am Malarvasagam Nadesan, President, Tamil Nadu Cashew Processors and Exporters Association. Strategizing Future of Indian Cashew Industry. Future of Indian Cashew Industry depends on raw cashew nut production, which has to be increased manifold in India. We are depending more on imports. In any country or in any industry, if you depend more on imports, the survival of the industry will become a question mark over a period of time. As a long-term measure, we should increase the raw cashew nut production indigenously. As a first step, All India Cashew Association formed, and in the last conference itself, I have empathized that we should focus on increasing raw cashew nut production in India. Because without raw material, how can we develop the industry? So as we all know, all African countries are putting restrictions and lot of ban on export of raw cashew nuts from Africa to other countries. And over a period of time, if all countries restrict export of raw cashew nuts from Africa, then what will be the position of Indian cashew industry, which provides employment opportunities to 2 lakh people, mostly from downtrodden section, economically and poor people, mostly women. So we have to think over it, and as we formed AICA, we should try to improve the raw cashew nut production in India. And another aspect is increasing the processing efficiency by adapting automation. That is one way we can reduce the cost of production and we can be competitive in the world market, because we are unable to compete with Vietnam, which is a main competitor to India due to labor cost only and automation. So that area we have to focus on. And we have to adopt modern farming practices like that. As a pilot project, annually for the last 5 years, we are celebrating National Cashew Day on November 23rd by Tamil Nadu Cashew Processor and Exporters Association. In that last year, we have brought 500 hybrid variety cashew saplings from Karnataka and distributed it to 100 farmers, each 5 saplings to 100 farmers, and we have guaranteed them that over a period of 3 years, we will give a subsidy of 1,000 rupees per sapling if they maintain it, and we get a good result from that. So we have put it in a pilot project like that, and also we have requested Tamil Nadu government to do in a large scale cashew plantations in wasteland as well as forest land. And government is kind enough to accept our request, and in few areas of under forest land, they have planted cashew saplings. So like this, all state governments, all state associations should come forward to plant new plantations. We have to increase the area under cultivation as well as varieties which give good yield, maybe good outturn and good yield per hectare. We should go for it. Like that, lot of research has to be done, and AICA should take initiatives to do this. Thank you for giving me opportunity.
Good evening, all. I would like to give special thanks to Mr. Phani Garu for giving me this opportunity, and as well as AICA also. So I am Bodai, representing Andhra Pradesh Cashew Manufacturing Association. So to put a small brief about APCMA, like we are around 1,000 plus processors who's having a capacity starting from 10 bags to 300 bags per day. So it is like a diversified manufacturers where you can have a small place play a major role. And when you see as a manufacturer perspective, like most, like 60 to 70% of the processes are like a second generation process. Like they have done their basic education. So now they're putting up their education skills into the manufacturing process, and they are also trying to market their product and also trying to implement new technologies into the market. And I really appreciate AICA team to allowing second generation entrepreneurs to be an active part of this event and making this event more successful. On behalf of APCMA, we are always happy to extend our hand, whatever developments that AICA is doing right now. And we hope that the cashew will be one of the major consumable product going forward, crossing all edible nuts and food snacking business. Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Vikas Gupta from North Cashew Processors Welfare Association. First of all, thanks to AICA, to the president, and to all the board members for making our association the part of AICA. Together, we all aim to work for the betterment of our industry, for the expansion of our industry, which is primarily based on the expansion of the growth of the kernel market. AICA is already working hard to achieve the quantum, what should be aim to get in the industry. And together, we think to work on this. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. Myself, Naresh Patel from Gujarat Cashew Processors Association. As everybody said, the need of the hour is to ensure the raw cashew supply. And AICA should focus mainly on raw cashew because everybody is increasing production. But the question is raw cashew nut. So that is the main area, focus area to work upon. Second thing is increasing consumption and breaking the misconception related to cashew. so generic promotion of cashew, ICA has done very good in last 1.5 years, and I am also part of the marketing committee. We have done a very good job. Apart from this, ICA is also doing a good job in representing our industry problem to government. That is also what we expect from the ICA. Thank you.
In my point of view, to develop India, to develop our cashew industry, huge plantation is required. Those plantations should be planted in our plain, unused jungle land so that we fulfill our requirement. Thank you.
सभी लोग को नमस्कार, प्रणाम एवं सलाम जनाता हूँ। 2024 में पहले बार आइका काजू कन्वेंशन स्टार्ट किया था और बहुत बड़ा सक्सेस हुआ था, और इस बार आइका काजू कन्वेंशन 2025 में ये सेकेंड टाइम है और भी उम्मीद करता हूँ बहुत बड़ा सक्सेस होगा। इसके लिए मैं थैंक्स बोलना चाहता हूँ। हमारा आइका का प्रेसिडेंट राहुल जी है, सेक्रेटरी रामकृष्णा जी हैं, उर्मिल जी हैं, फनी जी हैं और कैशू इन्फो श्रीवास्तव जी हैं। पूरा ऑल स्टेट प्रेसिडेंट लोग हैं, ऑल डेलीगेट मेंबर लोग हैं। सभी लोग को बंगाल का तरफ से नमस्कार, अभिनंदन, सलाम करता हूँ। हमारा बंगाल में 2000 फैक्ट्री है और प्लांटेशन उधर काजू जो रॉ काजू का हमारा उधर प्रोडक्शन नहीं है, प्लांटेशन नहीं है। उधर पूरा डिपेंड करना पड़ता है बगल में उड़ीसा, आंध्र प्रदेश, असम, और 90% अफ्रीका कंट्री के ऊपर डिपेंड करता है। और 2000 फैक्ट्री सराउंडिंग 30 से 35 किलोमीटर का अंदर है और डेली का प्रोडक्शन 20,000 बैग टोटल। बहुत बड़ा मंडी है, प्रोडक्शन भी है। मगर हम लोग सभी लोग काजू व्यापारी करते हैं, हम लोग सारे काजू कन्वेंशन में आते हैं। हम लोग चाहते हैं जो हम लोग सभी लोग डेवलप कैसे होना है। हम लोग इसी साल स्टार्ट किए थे 170 में, अभी मार्केट कितना डाउन आ गया, इसको समझना चाहिए। हर स्टेट में जितना लोग हम लोग लीडरशिप लेते हैं, स्टेट प्रेसिडेंट लोग हैं, बोलना चाहिए। जो 170, 72, 73 से स्टार्ट हुआ था, अभी 150, 40 तक आ गया। तो कर्नल का मार्केट काफ़ी डाउन हुआ। हम लोग कुछ दिन पहले बंगाल में स्ट्राइक किए थे, प्रोडक्शन ऑफ किए थे। इसी सारे सभी स्टेट में हम लोग अगर मिलजुल के काम करेंगे, हम लोग मिलजुल के परचेस का टाइम करेंगे, जो रॉ कैशू परचेस का टाइम हम लोग बोलेंगे भाई इतना हाई रेट है, हम लोग थोड़ा संभल के काम करिए। तो हम लोग ऐसा मीटिंग में अटेंड करते हैं, एक प्रॉफिट होना चाहिए। हम लोग मशीनरी लाइव दिखाते हैं, हम लोग मशीनरी का फायदा लेना चाहिए, हम लोग को प्रॉफिट होना चाहिए। ये प्रॉफिट के लिए ये कन्वेंशन होता है। इसलिए हम राहुल जी और रामकृष्ण जी को बताएंगे, पूरा ग्रुप में ऐसा इंस्ट्रक्शन होना चाहिए, कितना अफ्रीका कंट्री में, कितना ग्लोबल पूरा देश में कितना प्रोडक्शन हो रहा है, सभी को पहुंचना चाहिए। तो हम लोग अगर प्रॉफिट रहेगा तो हम लोग पूरा व्यापारी लोग जिंदा रहेंगे, तो हम लोग आगे बढ़ेंगे। और नेक्स्ट जनरेशन भी आ रहे हैं, सभी लोग बहुत नेक्स्ट जूनियर लोग आ रहे हैं। तो सभी लोग को मेरा तरफ से, बंगाल का तरफ से बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। आप लोग कल भी रहेंगे, परसों भी रहेंगे, पूरा एंजॉय करिए। पूरा बिजनेस का पूरा जो राहुल जी और रामकृष्ण जी इधर से जो जैसे हम लोग को बताएंगे वैसे ही काम करने के लिए तैयार हो। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। थैंक यू।
Thank you, Anwar ji.
Good evening to all. I am A K Rao from KCMA, President of KCMA, Karnataka Cashew Manufacturers Association. I thank AICA President and all the team for giving me this opportunity here. It's a very tedious job to present here about the strategy of cashew processing in India. If you give a bitter bowl and to find a sweetness from that bitterness, where to start is the problem. To give the strategy is a very difficult subject according to me, with the present situation of cashew industry. First of all, we have to understand the requirement of the raw cashew nuts for our cashew processing in India, and the quantum of our own production here, and the problems we are facing from the exporting countries to our country, and the department's support we are getting in India. And only one good thing I am seeing here is we are having more than 10 states association joined together, at least at this point of juncture. Now, to give any strategy to Indian processing industry, in my opinion, we have to see how we can sustain, we can stand on our own legs here. With a simple thing, we being the cashew processors or cashew traders, whoever it may be, bringing a lot of economy to the country, but for survival of our own industry, what we are getting from the government is a very big question mark. Simply, some equation I can tell you. Suppose if it is 15,000 crores industry of our cashew industry, minimum 750 to 800 crores directly we are contributing to the government. But for developing our own RCN, which government is supporting in that way? If they supported, it would have been done long back. Because from so many years we are making so many calculations. Everything is confusing. Today itself you can observe in the inaugural stage, 3 different opinions of our crop. Our president told 5 to 6 lakh tons. One of the guests told 7.5 to 8 lakh tons. Another guest told 20% of our requirement we are not producing in India. That means 4 to 4.5 lakh tons. This is the situation, our situation. We ourselves are not knowing where we are. First of all, we have to find out the real requirements where we are hiding back. Without knowing this, how can you move forward? The problem here, how to increase our cashew production, because you see Indian cashew RCN production, many years, I think from almost WCC, from the starting, they were announcing 5.5, 6 lakh. It is there only still. Some of the government agencies are declaring it is 7.5, 8, something else. But in the outside, other countries we are seeing. This year, you know the global production of RCN. Those who have attended Dubai WCC might have heard my own words. What would be the crop of this year? So everybody was telling it was a normal crop of 2023. I told in that convention, that conference, that if it is normal crop, every year 5 to 6% growth is there. If 2024 was not a normal crop, little bit 2 lakh ton shortage was there. Consider 2023 as the normal crop for this year. So 2023 and 2024, 25, your 5 to 6% will be 3 lakh tons each. It will be 6 lakh tons extra. 2023, it was nearly 51 lakh tons. So it will be 5.57 lakh tons. So I told that it will reach up to 58 to 60 lakh tons. You know that this year, I think it is crossing that one. That is the real picture. Outside everything it is possible, but here it is not possible. Now what plan we have to do, I think it is not so easy to tell the plans here. We cannot strategize our plan how to develop our cashew industry here. Unless RCN, how many of us are contributing to the development of RCN, cashew plantations here? Tell me, lift your hands. How much you contributed? At least 1 or 2 hands. Without this, what we can do? The situation now, we are seeing that we ourselves have to go to the farmers level also, and we have to develop our own raw materials. Everything, something we have to develop the economy, we have to give whatever tax to the government, they have to take money, and all protocols and formalities, nothing else. Nobody is coming to our this one. Even exporters, what benefit we are getting? Why is lot of differentiations? In our own state, Karnataka, we are finding a lot of problems with our export incentives. I am telling that why we have to get such a critical situation. Whoever exports, why can't they make such a rule that once you make export, it is proper channel through customs only it is going. Whoever makes export on the basis of his shipping bill, why can't they give whatever incentives uniform to the direct to the exporter's account? Or why can't they make it a national level, equal incentives through them? No, it is simple. Their calculations are making on here. Exporting only this much, importing this much. India is consuming more. But to make more export, no support is there. Everybody, exporters are, because business at least, now you know everybody, all of the cashew processors are struggling for survival. Where, which trade, which country or in which year, any section you take, who have supported for survival of the cashew processors? How many of you know about that? Any traders or whoever it may be, any industry, any country, whoever it may be. Unless the processors are in good condition, how can you go for developing this in this industry? Wrong information from the some of the countries. This year we experienced that one. That's why in earlier one of our meeting I told that, because data is very important. Everybody is depending on the data and put their hand there. This year what happened in IVC? During WCC, they told normal crop. Thus there is a gesture that it will definitely go to 1.5 million tons. What in the middle of April, what they were telling? Everybody was telling that 11.5 lakh tons, maximum 12 lakh tons. But even though we were knowing that, this year, purposefully maybe, they have not sharing the data, otherwise every weekend they were sharing the data. How much amount, how much quantity came, how much quantity came. Till May end, they have not shared the data this year. Why? They might have known that there is sufficient excess crop is there. Suppose if they would have told at that time, some of the processes would have been survived. And everybody in the market, what was news was, no, crop is less there, so many restrictions for exporting. Now we are not exporting. It is postponed. So many things. All processes put in confusion. And they put their hand. Now see, at the end of the season, IVC crop is crossed already 15 lakh tons. Even after cross-bordering 2.5 to 3 lakh tons. It may go further up now. Still materials are available. So for all these situations, if we are not making any strategy, what we can think about strategy of Indian cashew industry, I do not know. And at least to survive ourselves, only one, everybody told the same thing. We have to increase our production. How we can increase the production so fast? 1.25 crore plants, grafted plants. 10th year you can go for 1 lakh ton. If it is, if the survival rate is good. Otherwise, that also not possible. Because we are in such a stage today that we should have discussed or thought about all these things 15 years back. AICA should have formed 15 years back. So then only now such a platform created here. Nobody, and in my personal experience I am telling you, don't feel bad, any of my own association members also, because we have made some approach for developing raw cash RCN plantations, distribution of grafted plants throughout Karnataka from the last 9th year. This is the 10th year. We have got a good response and good development is there now. But for that also, for financial purpose, we have approached many people, but very negative, discouraging statements, so many things I have received. But still continued, now everybody understanding that we have done something. Now many people are ready to come forward to join hand for that project. It should have been done long back, and when we have started that project, inauguration program, our AICA president was there. That day I told what is going on today. 10 years back in Udupi, That inaugural program, we told Africa situation going to happen like this. I think I'm right. They will going to stop exporting as and when they are sufficient growing their RCNs, then they will start telling that we have to process our material ourselves, giving so many incentives, automatically differentiation globally for one processor and another processor. Now our real situation is for our actual physical work, equal amount of return is not there. No guarantee for that. I think all processors are agreeing with me. Somebody wants to invest some money, minimum return, no guarantee. You don't have the confidence. Only one answer is increasing our own RCN production. If all join together and join together, now it is one thing is good is we have 10 state associations. All associations can take the responsibility, joint plan they can do, state-wise, involving the government also. At least the government level we can if they give some refund for the plants we have planted after successful planting only, after 1 year or 2 years, seeing the plants, all, whatever plants are surviving, on the basis of that, if they give something also, good. But government themselves make what the program, 4 acres we are making, 10 acres we are making, what development we can have with 5-10 acres or even 50 acres, 100 acres, what will we have? First of all, we have to try to at least 6 months self-sustainability, we have to depend on our own material. Such a plan we have to make. And now AICA is there to get the support from state government or the central government. Processes also we have to get support from the government level, because we have taken the responsibility of the government by giving so much job orientation and developing the local economy and everything. You can, simple thing I am telling you, today we heard Tamil Nadu government, they have succeeded in removing that APMC. Why in one state? Why can't we in entire country? Why it is not possible? Why such differentiation? Why can't they understand? Everybody in the newspaper will come. One government and another government, they know everything. But why they are not doing it? If they want everybody go and please them. What type of administration? If you have in the same type of, we cannot come out from all these problems. If the problem, if it is come to know, everybody knows, automatically they have to make it, no. One state, one policy, another state, another policy. But end of the consumer is whoever sells at a low price, he can only sell in the market. Now one more thing I would like to tell you, how many now mechanization, after last some 5-10 years, because of mechanization, the production individual levels has gone up to 5 times, 10 times up. Many of the experienced processors are out of this industry, but still their knowledge is there. Anytime they can re-enter to this field. And our responsibility is to see them that their knowledge also does not go in vains. Let them come back again. But let us create such a situation that all the people, let them come again. Because we in our earlier meeting, you told that our forming of all these type of associations are to see India to the back level, to make India the number one in production, number one in export, number one in consumption. Now we are only consuming in number one. Rest 2 is not there. So I request all my fellow partners in the service or business to join hand for this good sake. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you all. First, I like to thank all the president who are here for the very good support to the AICA. Because of your support only, this function is happening like this. We all know that we are the number one consumer in the world. And we are also know that we are doing most of the crop in the processing. But still, we are in the lacking of production. That was all the president had told. I really agree whatever the Mr. Rao sir told. Because those who is doing something, he only gets some feeling like this only. So all of us have to take some steps to take initiative and develop the crop development. We having most for all thing we having the committee over here. But I request all the president to give their interest and those who do work for the industry who can nominate for the committee so that the committee can be work properly and we can achieve. We are having all capable. We can convince the government. We can do some initiative only the government will support. So we all are get together and we have to achieve in the very soon we have to achieve additional 5 lakh metric ton very soon. This is our main agenda in the coming future. So I request all you to help in this. And today in the board meeting also I request President to consider to give some subsidies to share the technology, some production details and also to the state association so that we can increase our production. That's all. Thank you very much for your presence here. Thank you all.
Thank you all. Tomorrow there is a lot of program, but at 5 o'clock there is a AICA AGM. Please make it a point to attend the AGM of AICA at 5 o'clock. Everybody is welcome, and there we will take this topic forward. And I want to explain you what AICA has done this year and what AICA want to do in the future. So please come tomorrow. Thank you.
Everyone, a round of applause. And Mr. Kamath has already said the prologue for the AGM tomorrow. We hope all of you will be here tomorrow at that time. It could probably be the most crucial 2 hours for everyone in the cashew supply chain in India. With this, a big thank you to all the organizations here on the stage. I would like to request Mr. Rahul Kamath, Mr. Ramki, Mr. Phani to kindly present a memento to each one of our supporting organizations.